Okay, Henrik, thank you so much for being with us today. And I'd like to talk to you about the Longbow vision and what's been going on. So I guess my first question really is, what was the problem?
I did a presentation at the SMR Congress in London in 2006, and this woman that you see here, Marie-France Madame, did a lot of the work, but her company couldn't afford to send her to London to present together with us. Because frankly, in Cameroon, in Africa, flight ticket to London costs a fortune, and living there you can't even speak about it. So I just felt this should never happen again. We should make the world a bit rounder. We got plenty of money in our part of the world, and we have all the good seminars, all the good education very close. So we could do something about getting our brothers and sisters from the South to join us.
Right, well lots of people have good ideas, but they don't necessarily make them happen. So what is the Longbow vision?
It is this idea about making it possible for people in remote countries who are poorer to get the same kind of education and networking and selling opportunities that we have in Europe and America. And there's been a lot of talk back and forth about this. A lot of people have been involved in the various stages of the process. But when you try to build some kind of organization around it, and you have to have a structure and everything, it's people often don't have the time to go through all that. So my vision at the moment is that more people should do like me, just make anything. And that's what we did at the Swedish Market Research Day in Stockholm this year. We just decided, okay, we're not going to wait for anyone else. We're not going to wait for an organization, a foundation, or anything to be founded. We just set off €1,000 and give it to someone who wouldn't come to Europe to a conference otherwise. So rather simple, rather straightforward, not a big fuss about it. And well, it worked this time. And really would like to encourage other people to go ahead, other conference organizers or the large companies or organizations. Just find someone who could use the money and send it there.
Right, so this was done by the Swedish Market Research Day, and so for those people not familiar with the abbreviation SEK, that's 10,000 Swedish krona, which is approximately how much in, say, euros or dollars?
1,000 euros.
Yeah, and it's slightly more than that in dollars now.
Yeah, which is of course not enough for someone coming from Cameroon to Greece to pay for the entire trip. But it's enough to make it a little bit more worthwhile to raise the other money.
So I'd like to ask you about this first success, because I know that it was at the Athens Congress. Could you just tell us a bit about how that worked out?
The main part of the success was that Armand Henrik, which you see here on the picture, was such a wonderful guy, very smart, very polite, very nice to hang around with. And I think he also was a good representative for his company, Sivla, in Cameroon. I think he might have brought back some new business, which is basically why most people go to congresses. But basically, bottom line, he would not have attended the SMR Congress in Athens if it wouldn't have been for the Longbow money. And so we were all happy with this. It worked out well, and it was a great conference for him. It was a great conference for me and for everyone else in it.
Yeah, I guess there's two sides to this, because obviously if the Longbow vision can help people from third world countries go to Congress, it should help them. But actually it should help the market research industry too, because then we will have faces and names and real contacts that we can go to when we need to do research in those countries and when we're looking for partners.
Oh, definitely. I think also we need some inspiration from them, because market research, I mean, the core, the essence of it, the profession is the same everywhere, but a lot of the methods and a lot of ways of doing things are different. I see a lot of things these days, especially with this conference, about this is the state of the art of market research. Now we can forget about questionnaires. Now we can forget about interviews. But in Africa, they can't. People don't have iPhones. They don't know what an app is. They don't. Most people don't even have a mobile, even if that's one of the main ways of communicating in Africa. And our colleagues from the South can tell us more about that. They can tell us under which conditions most people in the world are living. I think that can enlighten and enrich us in the North.
Absolutely, and I must say I'm delighted today that I know that we've got people joining us at the webinar from Bangladesh, from Vietnam, from Indonesia, and a range of other countries which we'll be reporting later. So what do you think is going to happen next? Or what do you hope will happen next?
What I really hope is that what you are doing, what Tom de Ruyck in Belgium is doing, is going to spread, and more people will do their part for this. Everyone can't do everything, but everybody can do something. And just spreading the word around, like said Tom de Ruyck is building a website for the Longbow project. I hope that other people can help us find a mechanism of finding the people who really need this money, who really can have good use for it. And I'm reluctant to say exactly how things should be done, because I want to encourage everyone to bring in their creativity, their solutions, their ideas. And I think I've shown one possible way, but there could be many other ways of doing it. And so that's 1,000 flowers bloom.
Thank you, Henrik. That's absolutely great. I think that the main message I take from what you're saying is that people need to do things rather than just sit and talk. And I think you are such a brilliant example at that, because you've actually made this happen. And let's see if we can't use this as a bit of a springboard to move things forward. Thank you very much, Henrik.
And thank you for letting me be here.